Everything is better with friends like you. There's so much to do in Peppermint Park. So won't you come along and we'll play? Happy to be sharing a fun day. Gonna keep you wearing a smiling face. It's a friendly place in Peppermint Park. We're gonna sing you a song. Peppermint Park, Peppermint Park. We want you all to sing along. Peppermint Park, Peppermint Park. We'll spend a sunny day together with you and you and you in Peppermint Park.
Hi, Sophie. What are you doing there?
Hi, Snorky. I'm reading about the letter A. You know, we talk about all the letters here on Peppermint Park, and I'm just learning about them from this book.
Oh, yeah? That's a good idea. I'll just go over here and be real quiet so you can read.
Thanks, Snorky. Snorky, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'll be quiet. You know, Sophie, when people are reading, it's always polite not to interrupt them. You should be quiet so that you don't bother them.
That's right, Snorky.
Because when you talk and make noise, they can't concentrate on their reading. They might be reading something really important and...
Snorky, why do you keep interrupting me? You're talking and I'm trying to read this book.
Okay, Sophie. I guess you're right. I'll just go over here and do some work. Sophie.
What is it, Snorky?
Are you reading your book now?
Well, yeah. What do you want this time?
I was just wondering if you had a book for me to read.
Here, Snorky, you can read this one. I guess I won't get it finished anyway.
Gee, that was really nice of Sophie to give me her book. I wonder why she did that.
Today on Peppermint Park, we're learning about the letter A. The letter A is the first letter in the alphabet. It's also the first letter in the word airplane. The letter A is the first letter in the word alligator. The letter A.
A, you're the letter at the start of the alphabet. A, you're the letter I adore. You're the favorite letter, and you know it's true, 'cause all the other letters are always after you. A, letter A is the letter I'm singing about. A, you can fly so high because you start aeroplane. A, you're the apple of my eye. I hope you never leave me, I hope you never go. If you left acquaint would just be quaint, you know. A, letter A is the letter I'm singing about.
A.
I always like you in the middle of my day.
Letter A.
And when you're around, everything is A-OK. If you ever leave me, I wouldn't be mad.
A.
Without you, letter A, I wouldn't even be sad. A, I admire the acclaim you accumulate. A, you've advanced above the rest. Once I just ignored you, avoided you from the start. But without you, letter A, the void's inside my heart. A, letter A is the letter I'm singing about. A.
Did you ever watch an old Western movie and see those old-time trains on television? Sure you have. And if you ask your mom and dad, they probably know of a train museum near your house. Have them take you there to see some of the locomotives and train cars of the past. It's lots of fun, and you can actually go inside these old trains and look around. Have you ever ridden on a real train? Maybe your mom and dad, or perhaps your grandparents did. Most trains that you can ride on are gone now, replaced by airplanes, because planes are much faster and they can travel farther. Some of these engines used coal and wood for fuel, and some used fuel oil to make the steam that made them go. Here's a train engine that actually used electricity as fuel. Just imagine yourself as the engineer. He's the person that drives the train down the track. You could sit way up in the engineer's cab and blow the whistle. Next time your family is looking for a nice place to visit, try a train museum like this one. You'll have a lot of fun, and you'll learn many things about our country's early transportation. Remember the letter T. It's the first letter in the word train.
Drums.
Now, boys and girls, here's the Peppermint Park Story Lady.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm glad you could join us today at Peppermint Park for another exciting story. Today our story is about Clayton and the lesson he learned. Clayton was a little white bunny who lived at the edge of a tall forest near Farmer Brown's carrot patch. Farmer Brown and Clayton were good friends. The farmer told Clayton he could pick all the carrots he wanted as long as he never went into the carrot field while Farmer Brown was using the tractor that kept the weeds out. Farmer Brown didn't want Clayton to get hurt. So the bunny would wait outside the fence until the farmer had finished weeding the field. One day, Clayton woke up from his nap and went outside to play. "I'm really hungry," he said. "I wonder if Farmer Brown is finished weeding the carrot field with the tractor." He hopped over to the field to take a look. He couldn't see the tractor, but he could hear the loud motor running and the sound of the machinery grinding up the weeds. "Oh, I'm so hungry," thought Clayton. "I know I can get a carrot from the field before the tractor comes. I'll just hop in for a little carrot snack." While Clayton was busy chewing on the delicious sweet carrots, he suddenly heard the sound of the tractor coming up behind him. Clayton started to hop away, but his foot was tangled in a vine, and he couldn't free himself. The tractor was getting closer and closer. Clayton pulled and twisted, but he couldn't get his foot loose from the tangled vine. "Help! Help! Stop, Farmer Brown!" he cried. But the farmer couldn't hear him over the loud roar of the tractor. The giant rumbling tractor had almost reached the scared little bunny when quickly he got an idea. Clayton pulled a large carrot out of the ground and began waving it frantically. Suddenly, the tractor stopped, and Farmer Brown climbed down and looked at Clayton sternly. "Well, Clayton," he said as he untangled the bunny's foot, "it's a good thing I saw you waving that carrot. You disobeyed me about coming into the carrot patch while I'm using the tractor. But I'll bet you learned an important lesson." "Oh, I certainly did," Clayton said, in his voice trembling. "And from now on, I'll listen to you and do whatever you tell me." Farmer Brown smiled and said, "The things I tell you are important, Clayton." Then he smiled a big, gentle smile and said, "Now let's go and find a nice, big, juicy carrot." And that, boys and girls, is the story of Clayton and the lesson he learned. I hope you'll join us again next time for another story from Peppermint Park.
These are some of the strangest looking birds you'll ever see. They're much too big to put in a bird cage. They're called flamingos. They can be a pinkish color like these, or they might have black feathers on their wingtips. Flamingos are found mostly in Africa, but many birds have been brought to zoos probably near your hometown. You'll be able to ask your mom or dad to take you there to see them. Flamingos lay a single egg in mounds of mud they scoop up with their beaks in the lakes and marshes where they live. And after about a month, the baby flamingos are hatched. Next time you go to the zoo, see if you can find the flamingos. And when you think of the letter F, remember the word flamingo.
A kangaroo riding in his mommy's pouch. He had had to stop real fast one day. Baby landed with an ouch. He forgot his seatbelt. That was plain to see. If he had worn his seatbelt, he'd be safe like me. Herman the chimpanzee clinging to his mother's back. Her hand just slipped off the vine and they fell to earth with a crack. He forgot his seatbelt. That was plain to see. If he had worn his seatbelt, he'd be safe like me. A hippo was flying high in a red aeroplane. He tried to do a loop-de-loop, but he crashed into a train. He forgot his seatbelt. That was plain to see. If he had worn his seatbelt, he'd be safe like me. So when you're riding in your car, please be safe all the way. Wear seatbelts and you'll find that no one will ever say that you forgot your seatbelt. That was plain to see. If you had worn your seatbelt, you'd be safe like me. Do, 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 do.
It's time once again for Stump the Star. On other exciting programs, Wiley has been our special guest, and sometimes even the famous Snorky. Well, now, it's your turn to play Stump the Star with us. Can you find the circle? Which shape is the circle? Is it here? Or maybe this is the circle. Which one could it be? How about this one? Is this the circle? Do we have you stumped? Which one is the circle? That's right. It's right here. This is the circle. Say the word with us. Circle. Join us again next time when you can play Stump the Star on Peppermint Park.
Today on Peppermint Park, we're learning how to listen. Listen carefully to this sound. Does it sound like a car or a truck? No, of course not. Maybe it's a fire engine. No? How about music? Do you know what kind? What kind does it remind you of? Watch carefully. It's a merry-go-round. Learning to listen is very important.
Well, Polly of Pomona was peculiar, they say, because she paints both her knees with pink paint every day. Yes, Polly, Polly likes the letter P. So when you talk to Polly, please don't mention her pink knees. A man named Paul met Polly. He was her favorite pet. They liked each other so much, they're getting married by a bet. Oh yeah, Polly, Polly likes the letter P. I hear that Paul and Polly now have a Peter and Peggy Lee. So when you go see Polly, and I think you will, make sure you take along a few allergy pills, because Polly is a poodle, you see. A pretty proper poodle with pretty paper pedigree. Oh yeah, whoa, you dog.
Here's the letter A. 3 letters are capital letters and 1 is a small letter. Do you know which one is the small letter A? Is it this one or this one? Is this the small letter A or is it this one? Which one could it be? Which letter? That's right. It's right here. This is the small letter A and all the rest are capital letters.
At the park is where I like to be, 'cause all the rides make me feel so free. It's a feeling that I can't explain. All those rides make me go insane. At the park is where I like to play, and when I'm there everything's okay. So when I get there I try not to run, but riding those rides is so much fun, fun, fun. Oh, where the people are dandy and the cotton is candy, that's the place for me. The park is where I'd really rather be. At the park where the rides go round, there are even some that take you up and down. I don't know which ride that I like best, 'cause everyone I've tried has passed the test. At the park with all the kids around, it's my very favorite place I've found. 'Cause all my friends always meet me there. It's so much fun, I'm gonna pull my hair. Oh, where the people are dandy and where the cotton is candy, that's the place for me. The park is where I'd really rather be. Oh, that's the place for me. The park is where I'd really rather be. Yeah, that's the place for me. The park is where I'd really rather be.
Thanks for watching today. Join us next time when Carmen Banana sings about the color yellow. We'll learn about the letter S, and the professor shows us how to make something really special. See you soon.
Good friends, gonna get together with good friends. Everything is better with friends like you. There's so much to do in Peppermint Park. So won't you come along and we'll play? Happy to be sharing a fun day. Gonna keep you wearing a smiling face. It's a friendly place in Peppermint Park. We're gonna sing you a song